easy as that. Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. Build the front end, we'll do the rest. Hey, Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. No more back end, you do the math. They say you can't have your cake and eat it too. Matter of fact, with Moralis now you do.
You don't even need a server, we got a few. You don't need to build backend, we got it too.
Software as a service, start using it early. No config, no headache, so you ain't even gotta worry.
Get to market fast in days instead of months. Web3 had the problem, poof, now it's gone.
Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. Build the front end, we'll do the rest. Hey, Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. No more back end, easy as that. Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. Build the front end, we'll do the rest. Hey, Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. No more back end, you do the math.
If you are watching on YouTube, be sure to do the algorithm.
Like, subscribe, bell button, all. 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 Number 1, smash the like as soon as possible. Number 2, smash the subscribe button, the bell button and all, the bell button and all, the bell button and all.
It's a very, very important algorithm, and literally if you do this, Bitcoin will be pumped, 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 Bitcoin will be pumped by YouTube.
Like, subscribe, bell button, all. 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 Number 1, smash the like as soon as possible. Number 2, smash the subscribe button, the bell button and all, the bell button and all, the bell button and all.
It's a very, very important algorithm, and literally if you do this, Bitcoin will be pumped, 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 Bitcoin will be pumped by YouTube.
Build your own dapps, go find a developer and pay mad cash. Wasting time and money just to build the back end. Worry about scaling up or scaling back. Whack.
Now you ain't got worry, Web3 got him swervy. Now Moralis made it faster, cheaper, better surely.
End-to-end solution for creation and hosting, full cross-chain and L2 support. We've got it all, see.
Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. Build the front end, we'll do the rest. Hey, Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. No more back end, easy as that. Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. Build the front end, we'll do the rest. Hey, Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. No more back end, you do the math. They say you can't have your cake and eat it too. Matter of fact, with Moralis now you do.
You don't even need a server, we got a few. You don't need to build backend, we got it too.
Software as a service, start using it early. No config, no headache, so you ain't even gotta worry.
Get to market fast in days instead of months. Web3 had the problem, poof, now it's gone.
Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. Build the front end, easy as that. Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. Build the front end, we'll do the rest. Hey, Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. No more back end, you do the math. Once upon a time you had to build your own dapps. Go find a developer and pay mad cash. Wasting time and money just to build the back end. Worry about scaling up or scaling back.
Now you ain't got worry, Web3 got him squirry. Now Moralis made it faster, cheaper, better surely.
End-to-end solution for creation and hosting, full cross-chain and L2 support. We've got it all, see.
Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. Build the front end, we'll do the rest. Hey, Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. No more back end, easy as that. Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. Build the front end, we'll do the rest. Hey, Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. No more back end, you do the math. They say you can't have your cake and eat it too. Matter of fact, with Moralis now you do.
You don't even need a server, we got a few. You don't need to build backend, we got it too.
Software as a service, start using it early. No config, no headache, so you ain't even gotta worry.
Get to market fast in days instead of months. Web3 had the problem, poof, now it's gone.
Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. Build the front end, we'll do the rest. Hey, Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. No more back end, easy as that. Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. Build the front end, we'll do the rest. Hey, Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. No more back end, you do the math. Once upon a time you had to build your own dapps. Go find a developer and pay mad cash. Wasting time and money just to build the back end. Worry about scaling up or scaling back.
Now you ain't got worry, Web3 got him squirry. Now Moralis made it faster, cheaper, better surely.
End-to-end solution for creation and hosting, full cross-chain and L2 support. We've got it all, see.
Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. Build the front end, we'll do the rest. Hey, Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. No more back end, easy as that. Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. Build the front end, we'll do the rest. Hey, Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. No more back end, you do the math. They say you can't have your cake and eat it too. Matter of fact, with Moralis now you do.
You don't even need a server, we got a few. You don't need to build backend, we got it too.
Software as a service, start using it early. No config, no headache, so you ain't even gotta worry.
Get to market fast in days instead of months. Web3 had the problem, poof, now it's gone.
Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. Build the front end, we'll do the rest. Hey, Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. No more back end, easy as that. Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. Build the front end, we'll do the rest. Hey, Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. No more back end, you do the math. Once upon a time you had to build your own dapps. Go find a developer and pay mad cash. Wasting time and money just to build the back end. Worry about scaling up or scaling back.
Now you ain't got worry, Web3 got him squirry. Now Moralis made it faster, cheaper, better surely.
End-to-end solution for creation and hosting, full cross-chain and L2 support. We've got it all, see.
Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. Build the front end, we'll do the rest. Hey, Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. No more back end, easy as that. Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. Build the front end, we'll do the rest. Hey, Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. No more back end, you do the math. They say you can't have your cake and eat it too. Matter of fact, with Moralis now you do.
You don't even need a server, we got a few. You don't need to build backend, we got it too.
Software as a service, start using it early. No config, no headache, so you ain't even gotta worry.
Get to market fast in days instead of months. Web3 had the problem, poof, now it's gone.
Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. Build the front end, we'll do the rest. Hey, Moralis, serverless Web3 dapps. no more backend, easy as that. Moralis, serverless, Web3 dapps. Build the front end, we'll do the rest. Hey, Moralis, serverless, Web3 dapps. No more backend, you do the math. Once upon a time you had to build your own dapps. Go find a developer and pay mad cash. Wasting time and money just to build the back end. Worry about scaling up or scaling back. Whack.
Now you ain't got worry, Web3 got him squirry. Now Moralis made it faster, cheaper, better surely.
End-to-end solution for creation and hosting, full cross-chain and L2 support. We've got it all, see?
Moralis, serverless, Web3 dapps. Build the front end, we'll do the rest. Hey.
Bitcoin will be pumped. 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 Bitcoin will be pumped.
Bitcoin, please go to moon. Stop going sideways now. Don't ever say we going down to 1K, but Mr. Novograd say we have bottomed out. Bottomed out, Novograd is bullish. Bottomed out, don't ever rise is deadish.
There is causing 13 times this.
Novograd is bullish.
Bitcoin could be at 40,000.
Let us go to moon. Papers, 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 papers. Peer review papers. Peer review papers. Peer review papers. Looking for help on TradingView. Blizzard, tell me what I should do. Should I buy back? I sold my coins. Should I buy back? Is bear market over or will we die? can go lower. When we hit 5K, my wife left me. This would help my family. Should I buy back? It's their market over, or when we die. And go lower. When we hit 5K, my wife left me. This would help my family. Should I buy back? It's their market over, or when we die. And go lower. When we hit 5K, my wife left me. This would help my family.
All right, guys. What's going on? We're back. We're back with the stream. It was a long time ago we did a stream, but now we're finally back with a stream. And today is a very special occasion, as you all know, as today is the day of Moralis Hackathon winner announcements. So that's exactly what's gonna take place. Right now, what is happening is that I want to verify that the stream is working. Let me know if the stream is working in the comment section as soon as possible, as I am a bit rusty on this thing. Let me
All right.
see. Yes.
All right,
Okay,
guys.
perfect,
What's
perfect.
going
So the
on?
stream gotta
We're
be
back.
working now. We're back with the
And-
stream. It was a long time ago, but now we're finally back. Oops. Okay, good. Okay, this is all good. Now we're gonna bring in the co-host of this special show. The co-host is joining right now. Big round. Oh, let's see, guys. As you know, we're kind of one-man show when it comes to tech here, in terms of the live stream tech. So I need the drum roll. Let me figure it out. Drum. We need a lot of drum rolls today. Drum rolls. Let's see. Is this the drum roll? Oh no. Drum roll. I need sound effects, exactly. Drum. Let's see. Now. Yeah, it's drum, but this is not the drum roll I want. Yeah. Not really. Okay, and almost. Yeah. Not really. Ooh, like a badums. Man, I just want. Oh, whoa. I just want some drum roll. Oh yeah, this is gonna do it. Okay, guys, drum roll. The co-host is joining right now. Bam. Okay, Philip, welcome. Do you hear me? Check. Check.
Yes, I hear you.
Yeah. Okay. We have the co-host officially in the house. So yeah, Philip, tell us what's gonna happen this fantastic evening.
Yeah, hey everyone. I'm not sure if they were expecting me. You know, they were expecting some famous co-host like Charles Hoskinson or like Vitalik joining, but no, it was me.
Exactly, you got a nice.
So you got me. But no, we have had a very exciting 2 months with Moralis and the hackathon, and the submission was a few weeks back, and we've reviewed the submissions now, and that was also a lot of fun for me and for the entire Moralis team. So it took quite some time to look through them all, because we did have a lot of teams in the hackathon and a lot of submissions. But we've also been very fascinated with the dapps that have been created and the amount of effort that so many of you put into the project. something that me and Ivan talked about when we were looking at them was that, it's not enough to have 3 winners. There were so many good projects that we would like to reward a lot more people. But unfortunately, the rules of the game is such that we have 3 winners.
Yeah. So we have 3 winners. And all of you guys who are watching this, by the way, you should know that even though you may not win, because like we said, we had hundreds and hundreds of projects, and only 3 can win, you know that we are hiring like crazy. So you can find the links below to different applications. For example, we need developers. Look, if you are a senior developer, you know Node.js, you know RabbitMQ, you know DevOps, you know Linux. Well, we need you. Maybe we can work together. So find the link below. You know that we also need designers. So this is not really devs, but if you can design UI, you can design all kinds of things, and you love Moralis. Well, if you're watching this video, you probably love Moralis. That's also something that we can work on. And of course, technical search engine writers. This is basically the blog. So go to moralis.io/blog and see what kind of articles we write. And if you are the correct person for that, maybe you can join our team here as well. So this is very important that, even though, like we say, most projects, of course, can't win because only 3 winners, the opportunities are endless. And if you know Moralis, your opportunities are even more endless, because at the end of the day, our vision is this, guys. I want to show it very clearly right now on the screen that at the end of the day, Moralis is the middleware of crypto. Just like we did see Windows become the middleware of PC, where developers can build on Windows instead of building on individual hardware. Now we're doing the same, but with crypto. But that if you build on Moralis, it works on Ethereum, on Binance, on Polygon, it's gonna work on Moonbeam, on Avalanche, on any other future blockchains. And this is only the beginning of the journey. So if we can somehow do this journey together, that would, of course, be amazing. And that being said, should we go? Oh, let's talk about how the grading was done, because as you know, we asked for a few things. We asked for the video number 1, then we asked for the actual live URL of the project, and the grading went that we have a bunch of sponsors, as you know, for this hackathon. If you go to our hackathon page, you see that we have a bunch of them, and it is the sponsors together with us. So we're just one of the participants in the judging. So we, as Moralis team, together with all our sponsors, we have graded the projects collectively. So it's not just we as Moralis give out the prizes. It is collective decisions. And the way it worked is that first the judges look at the video. If they really like it, they want to go deeper, then they try the app. And so that is how we've done it, and that was the process, you all know. And we will start with the 3rd place. That one, and and we're gonna present the project. We're gonna show the videos that they sent. Some of them are very long, so we will not play the whole, but we will play the gist of it. So as you know, 3rd place gets 5k USD, and this is gonna come from the sponsors. The 3rd place gets 5k. The 2nd place gets 15k USD, and 1st place gets 30k. So this is what we are handing out right now. So before we start, Philip, do you have anything to say in regards to this?
No, I mean, I think it's good that we clarify how the judging was done, because some people, they were wondering why their dapp didn't have any activity. And, actually using the dapp is not always necessary to conclude that it's not a winner. Because, we look at all of the submissions, or rather all of the text and video that you submitted, and we take all of that into account. So your description of your application, your vision for it, and how you want to use the funds, together with a video demonstration of your project, should be enough to spike our interest, so that we go and actually use the dapp. And with hundreds and hundreds of submissions, that's unfortunately the way we have to do it.
Yes. And on that note, let's bring the drum roll. We now have the great drum roll right here. So let's see. Okay. The third place in this amazing contest, the contest of this whole blockchain year, the contest that we've all been anticipating, the contest that really defines the quality of blockchain projects. And the 3rd place goes to Trend of Finance. Big round of applause, everyone. Big round of applause. I'm gonna do my own applause right here. So Trend of Finance is our 3rd place. And we're gonna show you the video that they sent in. If I can just see it, yeah, right here. And they probably can explain this in the video. How can I hide? Up. Okay, let's play it, guys. Pop. This is how all crypto projects should market themselves. It's crazy. It's crazy. So this is something that we've really been looking deeply into, this whole space of regulated finance and how it is coming together with DeFi. Because at the end of the day, we are seeing those two worlds merge together. And so our understanding of this project from what we've seen is that basically they want to build a regulated institution that allows customers to access DeFi. And they have built a few things, for example, DEX, swap, staking, lending, loans, basically taking all of these, degen things we do in crypto normally that can produce a nice return for participants and putting it as a regulated financial institution. So obviously, this is only the start of the journey, and to truly make it a financial institution is gonna require a lot. It's gonna require a lot. And they even say, for example, FATF travel rule compliant, money transfer, and this is coming in October, guys. We spoke to a few law firms. It's coming a lot of new regulation that regards DeFi very, very soon in October. So it's good that we do see projects already taking this into account. And basically, oops, let me refresh this, some UI-ish situation. Basically, right now, you have number one, the dashboard. Number two, you have the markets, basically the integrated trading view. They integrated the swapping functionality as well. Probably through 1inch. They did it. And the whole idea here is that they will become an institution. This is important. And if we can have Moralis being behind an institution like this and powering an institution like this, it would be amazing, of course. So big shout out to the Treno Finance team. And let's go to Philip. What kind of comments do you have on this?
No, it's absolutely amazing. And the fact that the UI is so nice. And I mean, it plays together with this entire thing of having a secured and regulated investment dashboard for normal people and not us degens that want to invest, because that is a growing market, especially when you have no yields in the normal banks. And as we also see, the decentralized markets are so much easier to use than normal markets. And exactly. When you slap on an interface that also is easy to use, then it's even easier. And for many people, and we felt like Treno Finance, they know that they're ready for regulations that is coming, because regulation is coming, and you need to have players in this industry that understand that regulation is coming and that will stay ahead of the curve.
Exactly. So yeah, big shout out to Treno Finance. I see Benjamin in the comment section, and so Benjamin, what we will do is that we will reach out and we will continue speaking about how you will get the prize. But yeah, big shout out, big round of applause yet again to Benjamin and his team. So that's very good. And once again, the most important thing is that we really see progress overall in this industry. And if we can provide tools that allow it, perfect. That's why we're here. Okay, next drum roll. This is for the second prize. This is for 15K. So 5K we've already given out, now for 15K. And once again, the judging is not only us, Moralis, but the entire group of sponsors. So the drum roll goes right here. Bam! Okay, so the second prize in this magnificent contest goes to none other than Ethereum, the Ethereum DEX that we're seeing right now. And this one it was very popular with a lot of projects. For example, I think TrustSwap gave it quite high score as far as I remember. And you know that it's all about the fact that TrustSwap, which is one of our sponsors, is very interested in incubating something. So I know that they gave Ethereum high score, and this is very, very important if you guys would really want to do a coin or a token. But to summarize this, let's see if we can play some video. The thing is, their video is very long, and it's not this nice ad that Treno Finance had. So let me play a bit. And if it's too long, then maybe I can summarize it.
Give you a quick demo of the Ethereum data DEX. It's built on Ethereum, and it's built using Moralis Web3. So before we look at the data DEX, we need to first look at what Ethereum is. So I'll spend a very quick few minutes to talk about that. So Ethereum has been in development for the last 3 years, and it's a general-purpose user data collection and analytics platform. And it lets organizations build user data collection programs on it. It's got a few core features on it. It lets you build data collection programs. It has a fully automated chatbot, a highly granular task scheduler, for example, and a bunch of other features built in. It allows you to create what we call smart data types, which let you collect specific data points from your users. And it's got built-in insights and visualizations, irregular alert thresholds, amongst many other features. And we also have a personal data vault, which allows you to store highly secure information. So as I mentioned, this product has been in development for the last 3 years. It's initially started off being an open platform, which was free, but over the last few months, we started moving into more of a SaaS model, providing our platform to any organization who wants to build user data collection programs. If you look at our case studies, one of the most successful programs we have is called the Red Heart Challenge. So this is a program that was built on Ethereum with the objective of collecting cardiovascular-related health information, and it provides...
So to summarize, this is data exchange, decentralized data exchange. You have some heart issue, you want to share your data or something, blood pressure monitor, pet seizure monitor, wound healing progress tracker.
Provides a clinical research institute, for example, the ability to monitor cardio.
Share the data with research.
So this is the landing page, which explains.
And these guys already, before using Moralis, have been doing this kind of, data projects.
What this program is and why you should join it, and how you can interact with the agent, and so on. We have a bunch of other programs that we have run as well on the Ethereum platform. One of the most successful programs we have today is called OKPulse. Now, OKPulse is an application built on the Ethereum platform. It allows an employer to keep a proactive health and wellness check on their remote employees. And as you can imagine, this has been a really popular tool, especially now as the world is moving more towards remote working because of COVID-19. If you jump on our actual website for OKPulse, you'll see what it...
So you get the big picture. It is data exchange, and these guys, basically, they come from this data exchange field, and they're now moving more and more towards crypto. They're moving towards blockchain, and they use Moralis to really enter crypto. Let's see another video from them. Ethereum, Polygon, cross-chain data.
Ethereum data DEX can work across multiple chains. So if you jump to our white paper, you'll notice that we support a multi-chain strategy from day one, where we will support smart contracts deployed on all EVM compatible chains. So that's basically Ethereum, Polygon, and we're going to be working to deploy into Binance Smart Chain shortly as well. So for the multi-chain capabilities to work, we actually have 3 tokens. The MIDA token being the primary token on Ethereum, and then we have the NMIDA on Polygon and BMIDA on Binance Smart Chains. So you can read through our white paper.
And by the way, guys, this is perfect for TrustSwap. If they're gonna incubate something, it's gonna be like this. And also, they're gonna, of course, incubate the first place, because really they wanted to incubate the first place, but they're open to do the second and third one also. So any of you guys who are the winners and you want to do a token, TrustSwap.
They want you. Works. But let's jump into a real life demo. So if you come into our home screen, you'll notice that we MIDA tokens from the faucet. So vaccines sold on already for sale on Ethereum. So that way we can differentiate. So I put the data load in here. I can have a look at this here, but of course that's a mess.
cross-chain data exchange. Big shout out to Ethereum team, and hopefully we can do even more through TrustSwap. Maybe this should be on Binance Exchange. Maybe this should really be one of the key projects for the next bull market, because if we can power one of the key projects for the next bull market as a Moralis team, we've succeeded also. So Philip, some comments on let's see, oops, you didn't see that. Okay, Philip, some comments on this.
Yeah, I think it was also a very interesting product. Obviously, it won. I hope that my audio level is better now, by the way. People complained it was too high, so I turned it down a little bit. But these guys had an existing idea and business model that they have been thinking about for a long time, and now they found Moralis as a good solution to do it, because it's not easy to do cross-chain DEX, data exchange. So all of a sudden we see the power of Moralis in play with a quite complex business model and a complex business.
Yeah, and so these guys, I see some question in chat, whether they started before. So they started at the same time as everyone else using Moralis, but the idea they had previously. So that's Ethereum exchange. So let's see how this both Trend of Finance and Ethereum grow in terms of the ecosystem, and how much into crypto it will be. Because, for example, Ethereum, I can imagine them do some staking, some lending. Trend of Finance being regulated, maybe it's a bit more difficult. But just so you know, guys, if you want to do a coin, contact us and we can connect with TrustSwap, and they can help with a lot, like listing and getting on exchanges, launching community, and so on and so forth. That being said, we're moving to the final announcement in terms of the winners. The final winner of this hackathon, and of course number one winner, which we're very excited about. We're gonna drum roll again. Bam! The final winner, the number one project of this whole hackathon is none other than Hyperfabric Link. Big shout out to Hyperfabric Link. And this is basically this is a protocol for sending transactions and sending messages cross-chain. So for example, here I can write on Ethereum's in the Ethereum smart contract, I can write hello from Ivan. Let's see if this demo works. Bam. Hello from Ivan is now being broadcasted to a smart contract on Polygon, to a smart contract on Binance, to a smart contract on Elrond. And we can, by the way, follow this on chain. So this message that I sent is now being placed on all blockchains, cross-chain. So it's a cross-chain communication protocol that Giorgio, I think he was called, the person that built it, big shout out to Giorgio, build it with Moralis. And before he had such a nice saying here that it looks like black magic, but it's just Moralis. He removed it, but Giorgio, you should put it back here. We really liked it. It looks like black magic, but it's just Moralis. Hyperfabric makes possible the communication across smart contracts in different fabrics and networks. Powered by Moralis, this cross-chain gateway supports any type of interaction by exposing a REST gateway interface to any smart contract. Perfect. This is gonna be very, very, very interesting to follow as well, because at the end of the day, as we are entering a cross-chain reality, these kinds of messaging, these kinds of messages, these kinds of communication is very important. Why? Because what if you want to build a dapp that is not only cross-chain, where you have different versions of the app, because that's what we see right now in many cases. People just re-upload the same app on many chains. There is no interoperability. There is no sharing of liquidity. There is no sharing of assets. For example, Uniswap on layer 1 and Uniswap on layer 2, it's two different exchanges. There is no sharing of anything. And we hope that, for example, with Hyperfabric, we might for the first time see united liquidity, united interoperable dapps being built on many different blockchains, but also on layer 1 and layer 2. And it really feels like one dapp, not just many copies of the dapp. So any kind of comments on that, Philip?
No, it's a great technology, and we're just waiting for it to be put to use, because obviously this is like a base technology that this guy has built on Moralis that can then be used for a wide variety of different applications. So it's going to be very interesting to see now, with the funds that this project will take home from this hackathon, and with the support of all of our sponsors and Moralis, how far this project can really take it, because now it's all about implementing it in the real world, and an application like this should have a lot of use cases.
Exactly. That's something that also needs to be presented to new projects. And here is where Hyperfabric team really needs to work hard to be seen in front of new projects. For example, if they can collaborate with TrustSwap once again. And by the way, let us also go through the different partners that we've had and, you know, the different takes that they offered to the participants. Because at the end of the day, it's so much you can do right now so quickly with a few APIs. No, if you want some, let's see, hackathon. If you want some trading being done, like for example, Treno Finance, I suppose they use 1inch. So for all of you, you should study 1inch for sure. You know, how to do trading without you needing to run any exchange or anything. You just use 1inch API. You can swap any coin to any coin and it's all on chain. You should of course also learn Parswap because it's the same. The projects are very similar, but you might get some advantage sometimes on one versus the other in terms of the pricing. So you should really use them together and just check where you get the best price. Elrond growing a lot like as an infrastructure play, just like Polygon. Polygon layer 2, Elrond is its own thing, not layer 2 on Ethereum. We're also seeing Superfarm grow a lot. So these guys are very interested in collaborating as well with the winners, but also, you know, with anyone who has done anything that is usable in the hackathon. Covalent data, all kinds of blockchain data you can get from their API. Moonbeam launching on Polkadot very, very soon, EVM compatible chain. And this is something that we will support heavily. We don't have Moonbeam right now, but soon we will have Moonriver, Moonbase, Moonriver, and then hopefully Moonbeam when they launch, because right now it's only Kusama. Lunar Crush for sentiment, Chainlink of course for oracles and external data, XDeFi wallet. So the thing with XDeFi is that right now in MetaMask you cannot have Bitcoin, you cannot have Litecoin, which is very strange. So XDeFi is adding all of the other assets into their wallet, which is like MetaMask. So as a developer, of course, keep an eye on this, because will MetaMask be the monopoly it is right now forever? Let's see. But at the end of the day, it's very strange that I cannot use my Bitcoin wallet to, for example, buy something on a website through a MetaMask-like extension. It's very strange, but it should of course be like that. We have Morningstar. These guys are supporting Moralis basically from day one. It's actually our first investors. So big shout out to them. Beaver Labs for nodes. Blockchain the Cuties are sponsoring us together with Polkamon, which is NFT projects. And we did see, by the way, some honorable mentions. There were some guys building Polkamon games, which was fantastic. And it's one of these examples where, you know, we wish we could reward more projects. Let me see if I can quickly find this Polkamon guys, because let's see, Moralis here. Anyway, I don't think I can find it live now very quickly. Moralis.
It was a very nice game. It was like a 3D game. Nice graphics. Yeah.
I want to find it. It's basically they built with Unity. They took Polkamon universe, and if you have Polkamon NFT, you could log into Unity game. Let's see. Let me just see. Moralis Hackathon, if I can find it. Submissions. Polka World, I think it was called. Let's see, Polka. Anyway, guys, I don't want to bore you with me searching for it, but as an example of, you know, projects that we found very exciting that unfortunately did not win, it was, you know, this kind of thing where they use NFTs and they expanded on the NFT space. All right, Philip, anything else we should discuss within this live stream? I want to remind once again everyone who loves Moralis, and if you're watching this, you probably do, check the links below for job positions. We're expanding like crazy. We will grow our team by 2, 3, 5x in the next year because the growth is insane. No question about that. The growth in Moralis and our tech, we've never expected it to be this big. And of course, we're expanding the team heavily now. And it's going to be like this whole year, 2021. Oops, sorry, I cannot hear you actually. 1 second.
Sorry, my bad. There we go.
Yeah.
Would you mind sharing some of Moralis's roadmap maybe for the viewers for the coming months?
Yes. So that's actually very important. We do have a lot of news that we just shared recently. For example, with WebSocket, we added WebSockets to our nodes. which is very important. So now all speedy nodes you can just connect with WebSocket. We also added a whole new API for NFTs, which got adopted by Superfarm instantly. So this is for all of you who are building some kind of NFT project, and you need to be able to get past transactions, current transactions. You need to get the balances of a user, which NFTs they have. Given a contract, for example, ERC721, you want to get all the tokens within that contract. You can do that through API. Or if you have 1155, ERC1155, you want to get all tokens within that collection, you can get that. All historical transactions from the Genesis block you can get for all NFTs or for all users, depending on what you want. So basically, we've taken what all NFT apps need, like the functionality that OpenSea has or Rarible has, where you get history, balances, stuff like that, and we've put it into an API. And this is very important because you know that the NFT space is horrible right now in terms of everyone not following any standard. There is, of course, standard for ERC721 and 1155, but nobody follows it, For example, with metadata, it's a mess. Some people do it where you take the token ID, you append it to the URL. Some projects have it that, okay, you have the token ID, you need to convert it to hex, and then you append it to the URL. It's very messy, but basically we've done an API where you don't have to care. You just use it, and you get all the data you need. All the metadata is already resolved, so you don't have to think about anything. You just call the API with a simple web request and you get everything you need. So that's what we've been doing lately. And what's coming in the next few weeks is, number one, the price API. What is that? This is on-chain price for any token. We basically look at Uniswap, and we look at SushiSwap and different other contracts, and we calculate the on-chain price, because all prices are, that's the good thing now with DeFi, that all prices are on-chain. You don't have to connect to some kind of exchange, some kind of, centralized financial institution to get prices. Like we previously had to connect to Binance, previously had to connect to Kraken to get the price. But now you can just look on-chain, so that's perfect. And this means that we can have prices for any token that is trading on-chain, and all tokens are trading on-chain. Within the Ethereum ecosystem, there's always a Uniswap version. So that's coming, number one. Number two is that we do have one thing I don't want to share because it will be a surprise. It's a fun thing in the profile when you log in. You can collect some stuff very, very soon. Another big thing that is coming is the plugins. Basically, that anyone can build a plugin for Moralis. And that's going to be huge, because you can think that any use case you may be thinking for Moralis, you can build a plugin. You can also monetize the plugin. So we're thinking kind of like WordPress here. You know that WordPress is huge today still. Why? Because of all the plugins. So we also will build an ecosystem of plugins, because we see many projects approaching us and they say, hey, we have great tech. Let's ensure that Moralis adopts our great tech. And we tell them, build a plugin for Moralis, and it's already adopted. And all Moralis developers can, with one click, install the plugin. This can, for example, be that if you have an app, some kind of service that does KYC, KYC provider, and you are building an app using Moralis and you need to KYC your users, one click install and you connect that service to your app and you just enter their API key, for example. Or if you want to have some kind of staking system, you can just one click install a staking plugin, a staking template for some other project that someone else made. Let's say you want an NFT marketplace. One click install, somebody already made the template for you and you just need to customize it. And maybe you have to pay that person a bit, because we will allow monetization. So basically, keep an eye out for that, because the early plugin developers will make a killing, just like the early app developers in iOS store, just like the early app developers in Android store, because this is going to be massive. This whole plugin ecosystem, I'm telling you, this is going to be massive, because I get 10, 20, 30 emails per day saying, hey, Ivan, please adopt us into Moralis. We've built this, please adopt us. And we're saying, of course, here is the plugin documentation, how you build the plugin, publish it into the plugin store, and all developers can with one click add it to their Moralis app. How crazy is that? It's very insane, actually. So we're thinking in the same way that WordPress built their plugin ecosystem, and this is gonna create so much value for Moralis developers, because it's not only us that are doing the tech, it's also hundreds, and in the future, thousands and thousands and thousands and millions of developers building each and every day, pushing their tech into Moralis store that all Moralis developers can use instantly. Can you imagine that? It's insane. So this is going to be huge. It's probably coming in Q4, this plugin ecosystem. And this is, of course, our biggest thing for this year. It's going to be, since the launch of Moralis, that plugin ecosystem is going to be the biggest thing. In 2022, it is mobile SDKs that are coming for iOS, for Android. You can easily do any app you want with crypto, with a few lines of code using iOS SDK, because right now in crypto, there is no good SDK for iOS or Android. There is no good, get started quick Moralis-like SDK where you log in a user with one line of code like here, and you have already figured out in your iOS or Android. React Native is coming as well. So it's a lot, guys. There's probably something that I have forgotten because we need to formalize this roadmap on the website and put it on the website, which we still have not done. But this is the big things. Price API very soon. And sometimes we speak with a project and we discover, man, we need this API. So it may be that we speak with a project and we discover even more things we can do in the short term to make it even better. So this is what happened when we spoke to Superfarm and they said, hey, we need this NFT thing, that NFT thing. And we said, okay, let's do it. Let's build it, because we have most of the challenge is not the building the API. The challenge is running the node, indexing, going through all transactions, building the index. And once you have the index, you can build API on top of that, and formalizing the API. That's not that difficult. So the difficult thing is the whole, massive infrastructure you need to even be able to do something like this. And so that's why if you have some idea for an API, you can, of course, submit it into the Moralis forum. And it could be so that it's very easy for us to just add it, because it's just that we haven't been thinking about it. So we actually welcome that a lot. So that's what we are looking at in the next few months. Have I forgotten something, Philip, in your view?
No, I think that was a good recap. I did send you the link to the Pokemon world if you want to show it. I did find the game.
Let's see. Where is that? Is it
in Discord?
Okay. Let me see.
If you can find it.
Yeah. So look, we have a few honorable mentions that unfortunately did not win, and probably there are many more. So this is a guy who built Pokemon World. Okay, he built on top of Pokemon. So let's see. There is no sound, or there is no sound? Nifty games. Whoa. I want to go on adventure, guys. I want to go to the Pokemon world. But with this kind of music, you really want to live quickly to Pokemon. So you select your team, it looks like. So you're this guy walking around. I mean, he built a full 3D game, okay? And of course, when we look at something like this, we see how much work it is into. I mean, he built like a multiplayer game in 3D. So that's why I'm telling you, it's such a shame we cannot give out more prizes, because of course we want to reward this kind of insane hard work. So big shout out to you. I also saw another one I want to mention. Let's see if I can find it. It's this one. This one is also built for the hackathon. Also honorable mention. Recurable, which is recurring crypto payments. If you've been watching my channel, you know that this is something that I am very passionate about, because there's no good way to do recurring crypto payments now. And basically, it's so simple. I wish Utrust added it. If Utrust is watching this, by the way, Utrust are also sponsoring us. Utrust, you should just maybe buy the thing from Recurable, guys, because we need, as a merchant, I'm telling you, we need crypto recurring payments. This means that we use a service like Recurable or Utrust, where Utrust or Recurable, they remind the customer, hey, your subscription is ending, pay it now. And they really keep emailing the customer, hey, do you still want to be subscribed? Pay now, here's the address to pay. This is how it should be. Ideally, it should be through a smart contract where the user just deposits a bunch of money into a smart contract and says, okay, I want to be subscribed for a year, and the smart contract takes each and every month the payment automatically.
Yeah, I think the Recurable solution, they had their own token which you could switch to, which will automatically deduct. So it has that feature built into the token.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, this is so needed, and I don't know any solution now except for Recurable. That's the thing; it's crazy. So if you're watching these guys from Recurable, you truly need to, you need to make this happen, because of course there are so many people that want to accept crypto. Like our business, for example, in the academy, we only do subscriptions. We don't have fixed payment. We only do subscriptions. But now with Utrust, we have a huge Excel sheet where one of our guys needs to see when something is expiring, and he needs to email, and then he needs to remove access to Academy if it's not paid, stuff like that. But this should be all automatic. You get AP, you get the what is not WebSocket. You get, what do you get? When anyway, you get webhook. Yeah, you get webhook when the subscription is not paid, so you can remove access, or you get webhook that the subscription is paid, so you know that okay, now it's gonna be for 1 more year. So this kind of service is very needed. So yeah, big shout out to Recurable as well. On that note, thanks a lot, guys, for being here. The Lord of Polkadot, exactly. Let me quickly see the chat. What you guys are doing.
Yeah, and
very nice.
We'll reach out to the winners here over the next few days and explain the process going forward. But you know, you will get more information there. But we will love to collaborate further, and Moralis would like to support you in making your solutions actually, you know, come to life in production and actually become real businesses.
Yes. That being said, let's see if you have any questions about Moralis. Now is the time to ask, because we actually have some time to answer. So if there's any heavy tech question, you're wondering about some specific thing that you need help with using Moralis, of course, then go to forum.moralis.io, because that's where we have staff working all the time. And answering. So we have Malik here on duty. And we just added, by the way, one more team member that we actually met in Discord. So, by the way, if you want to work with us and you know the SDK and you want to be full-time forum guy or girl, maybe it's something we could do. So write in Discord if that's the case. Moralis is awesome. Thanks, guys. Good to see you. Thanks, Anthony. Good to see you too. When is the next hackathon? I think we'll do hackathon soon again, because this was fun. Most importantly, we got so many people building so many great things. And for us, it's obviously also great because we can explain what we can offer. And there is also a very, very fantastic way to learn a new technology when it is a hackathon. So I think this is something that we really enjoyed doing. And we felt that this was very productive because we see so many great apps. It's insane. I mean, this 3D games, the guy built Treno Finance, Ethereum, the cross-chain solution, Hyperfabric. I mean, it's crazy. It's absolutely, so we really loved it. This was fantastic. And next time, I think we will do it with some kind of project. Maybe we'll do it with Chainlink, like we really make, a huge hackathon with Chainlink or some of our current sponsors, other current sponsors, where it's more that, it's not only us that is doing, because now we are organizing the hackathon and then we have a bunch of people sponsoring, but it would also be nice to co-organize, because this is not co-organized. This is organized by us, but sponsored by a bunch of sponsors. But to co-organize, that would be fantastic, because obviously this is, by the way, our first hackathon, so we have a lot to learn. It would be nice to co-organize with someone as well. But it was very good. We really enjoyed it. Take into consideration Hackathon 2.0. Exactly.
Yeah.
And for next hackathon, we could do it a bit differently. So for next hackathon, we could have, that you can only use this library or that library. We can make it, and we can have more exact rules, because this hackathon, the rules were, build whatever you want, basically, as long as you have something cool to show at the end of the hackathon. And we had some people in the beginning wanting some more clarity, like, do you want me to build using exactly this tech? Can I use that tech? Can I use other libraries? So we could specify it a bit more, which is common otherwise. Green like a leprechaun. Exactly. The markets are not really green as a leprechaun, but hopefully soon again. Will you be able to provide feedback for other Santant? Unfortunately, it will not be an easy task to provide feedback to everyone. Some general feedback. Let us give some general feedback. The video is very important, obviously, because that's where people get first impression. They look at something. Make the URL work. That's another thing. Is surprisingly, many submissions had not working up. It simply did not work. Maybe they misentered something with the URL, but it's it's such a thing you kind of expect for everyone to figure out. But focus a lot on the video. I think the trend of finance guys really presented themselves in the best way in terms of the video and how it got attention. But then it's to explain exactly why some project won is also that the jury liked it. The jury they come from their own perspective. So I think the cross-chain solution really was a home run with the jury, because they saw that how difficult it is to do cross-chain, because all of them are doing projects in blockchain, and cross-chain communication is very difficult. So I think they instantly snapped that up, and the same thing with Ethereum, which is quite complex solution for data sharing. So it's both the use case number one, but number two is also how to present it. It's very important actually. Also another thing is to make it look nice, because which we've seen a lot of applications that have great tech, but they look not nice. They look the interface is not good, and then it's of course difficult to stand out in comparison to others, where the tech might not be as impressive, but the use case is clear, the interface is nicer, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, and also quite a few apps had bugs as well, where you tried to use them and you just couldn't log in, or you couldn't click things, or the website wouldn't work, and that's of course a deal breaker. If a person in the jury has hundreds of apps to go through, it's if something doesn't work, there is no time to reach out and fix. So that's something that you have to triple check every time.
Yeah, I remember we saw some guys who had like a local host. You click on the thing and then it redirects to local host, which worked on their machine but does not work on a domain. Someone else had some issue with the network in MetaMask or something as well. So yeah, I mean it's these things that if you just spend 15 more minutes, it's not there. But other than that, there are also many apps that did everything great. Good video, good product, good everything, and still, we only have 3 winners. So that's also a luck factor, of course, as well, as with anything. But in crypto and in these kinds of things, there is no such thing that you just spent a lot of time and you did not win and that's it. No, you learned a lot. You learned the great tech. You can probably build a lot of other things. I can tell you by my own experience, I was in many hackathons. I went during the development days. I spent 4 weeks building a game with a game engine. Let me, by the way, share the story with a game engine called, and you can certify that, Philip, because I was like, it was Christmas and stuff. I was just at home the whole freaking Christmas and winter. And I built this real-time strategy game. It was crazy complex. I built it with default because they had the same kind of thing where this engine was quite new. Game engine was quite new in 2015-16 when it was. And I went nuts. I spent like 4 weeks, 5 weeks, and the price wasn't even that good. We have good price. I mean, we're giving away 50K, 30K to first one. Here, the price was basically you get to go to a developer game conference with them. but these guys, they are king, the king Candy Crush stuff. So it was quite cool at that time for me, at least. I was super excited. It did not win, but did I learn a lot? Of course. So this is kind of thing that you win, you lose. The most important thing is to see that, and you cannot participate in hackathon if you have to win, because the odds is only 3 projects will win. So it's 100% certain that only 3 projects will win. So yeah. Anyway, where is Philip? I lost your.
I'm here.
Yeah, here you are.
But some guys asking in the chat, if we're new here, where can people get started? The best thing is to join our Discord, first of all. The link is in the description. And also check out the YouTube channel. We have so many beginner tutorials here on YouTube, as well as our documentation. All of the links are below. And this hackathon was started this spring, so it has been going on for like 2 months. So yeah, this was quite a long process. So if you want to join the hackathon, you have to wait for the next one.
Exactly. Guys, thanks a lot for being here. Smash the like, subscribe. As always, we push content on this channel each and every day, some kind of programming we teach. And we have a team, by the way. If you want to do that, that's another thing. There are so many opportunities that we potentially have together here. Let's see. For example, if you want to work with us, like I told you, we have the forum if you want. We have the senior developer position. We also have the YouTube channel. And this one is very open it's very accessible, I think, to anyone who is watching this, because you probably know how the SDK works. And so this means that you can be part of creating these videos. And as you can see, our strategy here is just each and every day, maybe 1-2 videos, doing something with Moralis, teaching and educating the world about how crypto works and how easy it is to build with Moralis. And we need, ideally, in an ideal world, we push 10 videos per day. Ideally, in an ideal world.
I mean, that is one of the best opportunities here, because if you know Moralis, if you was in the hackathon, you know Moralis, and you want to go full-time crypto. Maybe you don't want to be a YouTuber for all your life, but if you want to get your foot in the door in crypto, you will get paid for coding dapps through Moralis. So you will learn, and you will get paid at the same time just making videos about coding dapps with Moralis. And then who knows what that stepping stone is into the industry and to working with us.
Yeah, I mean, we had a lot of stories where somebody starts with something simple, like our product manager now in Academy started with support. Now he is product manager. So it's really, or somebody started with something like, for example, support. Now they're head of support, or somebody could start with creating YouTube videos and suddenly they're head of growth. I mean, it's a lot that can happen. But anyway, if you are interested in doing this, email liz@ivanotech.com. Include something where you speak English and you share your screen and you do something on the screen. Maybe you can explain what Moralis is. But of course, for this, you need to have good microphone. You need to have camera is actually not needed. You don't need a camera, but good microphone and good English you need, okay? So record something, liz@ivanotech.com, and you need to be good at, microphone and recording the screen, because we actually spent a lot of time in the past educating our team how to do microphone. I mean, it's a lot of time. We just want someone who knows how microphone works and how to set it up and stuff like that. And how to record screen, of course, because we don't want to be tech support educating that. But look, if you are our person for YouTube, we would love to work. So, Philip, should we end this? Final words.
I think it's time to end. Thank you so much for joining the hackathon. Thank you so much for joining this live stream. And we'll see each other in the Discord. Join our community. It's a great place.
Perfect, guys. Have a good day and goodbye. And big shout out to all the winners. We're going to write to you.